Hi there, this is Craig Beck, and welcome to the Stop Drinking Expert. Firstly, can I just say that I know exactly how you feel right now. For nearly 2 decades of my life, I had a serious drinking problem. But from the outside, you wouldn't have known. Only my close family and friends would have suspected anything. At the time, I was the director of 2 companies. I was the patron of a large children's charity. I never missed a day of work because of my drinking. And you just wouldn't have been able to tell. My driving license was completely clean. There were no indicators. But internally, I was a mess. I was getting home from work every day and drinking at least 2 bottles of wine. My finances were a disaster, mainly because I was spending $10,000 a year on alcohol while telling my family that we couldn't afford a vacation this year. My relationships were hanging by a thread, my career was stagnating, and my health was so bad that I was at the hospital twice a month to see consultants. I had pains in my side and blood pressure problems. Everything was going wrong, and it was all because of alcohol. And despite how miserable this drug was making me, I still couldn't imagine how a life without it would be worth living. That's the insanity of this drug, that it takes everything from you, everything that matters, and you still want to keep it. I couldn't imagine how you would celebrate your birthday without a drink. How can you go through Thanksgiving and Christmas without drinking? How do you go on vacation without alcohol? All these things were obstacles in my way. But I desperately wanted this stuff out of my life because I knew it was killing me. But everything I tried failed. And I tried everything from silly gimmicks and stupid routines to prescription medication. Nothing worked. I tried going cold turkey and forcing myself to avoid alcohol. Failed. I went to AA. Failed. I took prescription medications that I bought on the internet from India because nobody would prescribe them to me. Failed. I tried every therapy going, and all that would happen is it would work for a short time, and then I would go back to my own drinking behavior. Nothing worked until I realized that when you use willpower to try and remove something from your life that you believe is a benefit, you have a 95% chance of failure. And that's why you have so far failed to deal with this on your own. It's why I spent 5 years of my life trying to use willpower to avoid alcohol. You have no chance, really, a 5% chance at best. And the reason for that is if you believe there is a benefit to something, then if you remove it, you feel deprived of it. If you feel deprived of it, you want it, and you create a loop. Let me give you an example. The only substance on planet Earth that is more addictive than alcohol is heroin. And the high from heroin is intensely more significant than alcohol. Apparently, it makes you feel amazing. So why don't you take heroin? And the answer is simple, because you know at a fundamental level that adding heroin into your life would be a powerfully destructive thing to do. You know at your core that there is no benefit to taking heroin. And so you're simply just not tempted to. You don't think about it. You don't consider it. You don't have to be a good boy or a good girl and avoid heroin. You don't believe there's a benefit and you don't take it. And that's how my system works so well. It doesn't leave you craving alcohol. You don't have to force yourself to avoid the thing you want the most. What I give you very quickly is a reality check on all the things that you believe about alcohol. And let me tell you here and now, everything you currently believe about alcohol is a lie. It's an illusion. And I will prove it to you just as soon as you get started. And once you get into the mindset that there is no benefit to drinking at all, then you simply don't want to. It's easy. It's quick, there's no willpower, there's no embarrassing group therapy, there's no expensive rehab, you don't have to take any time off work, you don't have to tell your medical insurance provider. You can deal with this with my help in the comfort of your own home. Nobody will ever know. And it will be quicker, simpler, and easier than you ever dreamed possible. I just want to ask you to do one thing, and that's don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't spend the next 5 years trying to find some silly gimmick that allows you to carry on drinking. I've been there and done it and wasted 5 years of my life. The best gift I can give you right now is to tell you this. The best time to have stopped drinking alcohol was 10 years ago. The next best time is right now, this instant. And I hope you take me up on that challenge. So you might be thinking, well, how much does this course cost, Craig? And at the moment, I don't need any financial commitment from you. I don't need any obligation. All I want you to do is take the next step, because it is a profoundly important one. It is the step that says, yes, I'm ready to get this attractively packaged poison out of my life for good. And yes, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So at the moment, this process starts with a free gift from me, and that's it. Scroll down the page, enter your email address, and I will give you my free audio course on stopping drinking, absolutely free of charge. There is no obligation. Download it, listen to it. If it resonates with you, if you think it's going to help you, then carry on. If not, discard it. But I know it will work, because over 50,000 people are now living a happy, sober life because of the course you are about to download. It's absolutely free. No credit card details required, just your commitment to get started. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you inside very soon.